Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, AfriCell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, AfriCell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. AfriCell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be $10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to $30,000. Meaning your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Traveling has never been this simple in the Gambia. Oh yes, you don't need to visit the GTSC depot just to get a ticket. Just download the Yona Wallet app today and enjoy hassle-free bookings. With Yona Wallet, you can buy your GTSC bus ticket right from your phone, anytime, anywhere. From Kanifing to Dakar, Dakar to Banjul, or up-country routes like Kanifing to Basse and Basse to Banjul, Yona Wallet has you covered. No queues, no stress. Just safe, fast, and convenient ticketing at your fingertips. Choose comfort. Choose convenience. Choose GTSC with Yona Wallet. Yona Wallet. Your money, your way. GTSC. Moving the nation forward. For more information, please call 1124 or 221-1668.
Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Jamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Jamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@jamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Jamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Jamano Money Transfer.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundum. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 BC's Residence at gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
ala baraka bake hatal men ka kerfatu jibe politique kacha mi yalon ko wala ka kale talata bi talata lungo fonan ala de maro kam a fele murtana kana programme di yalla memo politique kacha de ka jiber lal be tento ke jay men yalon ko wolle bem fe say men yalon ko wolle bina jibe la nyaata do man katal be tento kal jay yal kala wato bula nyame pour ka bula nyim programme ni noma men yalon ko wolle ka commandro ke programme to kal tento kal jay yal kala haju bula nyame pour ka commandro ke programme ni ndo kal la fa hakilola membe den kacha kungol la mi yalon ko ka wolle ke men yalon ko fanam wolle ka commandro ke bari buka dunno layno to alal hako bendi nya drom amanken na hamoti wato wati lafta al kale command al yal fango je programme ni ko nanga ko le commandro ke al sike molti mi yalon ko al sedunno programme ni to wonyama al nga kata wato bila al continue ka commandro ke programme to wato wati drop a kamonta nimbulo fanuta bake momo e commandro ke bela commandro tala fama daka commander lal tala bari bini ala sonta me commander lal tala le and wonyama fanan al ning na luntangol be kacala bake wajama men kasi programme kunna o Ibrahima Jaralde me yalon ko wolle ben fe mo professeur Yerro Mballow atilan sirantiyo de chairman odi CMC même coalition mediation committee atilan wila sirantiyo de ka faya baraka bake ayala hajol bula nyamem pour ka fon fe programme o nyindo Mr Lamin Juwara atamanke luntango de programme o nyindo political analyst le wati aka ka fon fe pour ngana ngakacha banko la ko wala ka tentu bake ka jaya kala hajol bula nyame pour ka fonna mfe programme o nyindo banko la kachalem wala sabu akamunda momo akamunda ye wato soto kala fikana prung be si nga kacha banko la ko la bari ko banku be ko lam andu wanyama kacha fengo kacha le ka bang wala sabu akamunda wato be la kana ka kafumbe ka faya baraka akala hajul bula nyame pour ka kafumbe programme mo nyinto jang wanyama drom akamunda ko wolbe siare mbake banko kam mi yalon ko wolle be kering andu wanyama fambe ku jamal tibela be kono me yalon ko wolle be dending coalition ko wala banko kan oppositional e be lafirim pour ka coalition de banko kan jammi yalango commando iko grand coalition lafta wala coalition killing way sort of banko kan men president barobe nyo bari ngo kala bari
akamunta kuwol bita kan nyame o man na bula to momen yalon ko CMC memo coalition mediation committee ko manto ya fole ko August karo tilisei ibe moto mbonna ibe moto fola banku dingole me yalon ko wole be tambila coalition o nyato banko nyin kanjang bar janni wolungo be sila pati yodol beje wol nata ne dabondi ila kachato United Democratic Party memo UDP wolbe wole kono ADD wolbe wole kono PAP wolbe wole kono PPP wolbe wole kono wolbe ye dabondi kachanyi do tumo mene ko e sotaro le soto me yalon ko kanna wali yole wultaji abe dendi menne wolem membe tambila nyato abe tambila nyaadile nyo sabo nala e ko de party leader UDP nim party ko tengol ko wolem party yo tambi nyato dol yala dala muta dol nata nam kamunda unite ani APP sobeya wala ning political movement wol ko candidate led wala ye da hayla patioto mol yela dala muta koma wonata na nyo sabogulu UDP finda ani mo ko tengol iko inin dolte kanyan no la sembola o karo nyinaje bar wobe akamunda CMC continue da ka foko de o metel murundi koma ibe lafla ka moto fo molye me yalon ko wolle be tambila coalition nyanda o nyama August karo tilisei akamunda kachal keta mo nani nara findi esa bokarsi ambassador aba wole kono Prof Sidat Yafa anim fanam Talib Ahmed Bensouda aning esa mbay fall wala keda multimi yalan ko yafo etel ko be be la firim pour ka tambe nyaado do mandi ambassadeur esa bokar si murta koma atuta mosa ba Prof Yafa esa mbay fall anim meyo Talib Ahmed Bensouda bari wanyama fan kabirin ko tata femmantu sayende akamunta carte fayo kana chomang drong esa mbay fall wulta akata ya da bondi kachato aya bulo chodi ko mi yalon ko wole be dending into awol kamen ko man inducement mo savo ka dukoke anin ko wol mi yalon ka sobita ko inin silo manda wolle be ko woni kono bari fana o kono drong me yalon ko wolen Professor Mballow membe siri na bulba karola tem ay tel fana anin High Excellency Fatoumata Jallow Tambaja itel worked out wole ye da bondi kacha nyinto mi yalon ko wole be kerin femma sabo esa falla tumirol mi yalon ko ye wole bari tel la finto kacha kono o man na ko woni londi bari kamunda continue na rake ka kachanyina dame yalon ko kambenda Talib Ahmed Bensouda ye woltombo prake coalition nyina nyaton kodi nyo sabo nata wara chocho warta Talib la tombondiro fanen silo tarle fana manta mbo kuonyi mbo jibe la bake ku wolbe kerim banko ka President Adama Barrow atata murumuru wala banko nyinkan aka mi yalon ko kabe dendi yurwane nyato tal kabe rol la dol silo la karola bari fadam ka silo dol dayele a banko kanjang a kamunda mbo ku jibe la bake katu momen na carte fayo ya nyaten na way mune yitande membe dending NPP lo nyala nyin carte fayo la karola tumo men na Sidi Njai ate diamuta ako UDP akamunta kango membe bul kunu anim biya kamunte jam fara nyolal ako UDP la kango bamban sainte nining President Barrow benda ako naye tampon dron dumalem fono to mom yalanko aba kugol yitande ka membe dending NPP la strength la wala bambango mi yalanko wala bela aywo fombe ko kachala ba UDP patiola mi yalanko telefona ye kango fay ko OIC mi yalanko wala sa Dawda Jawara International Conference Center da mi yalanko fan wobe banko kanjane e ko ka fu be bengo kelaji bare ka kuntu nyaaro puri kana bengo ke atanyen laaju modol bi je nataje ko de ñemu fatam fan solde to momen ne ko NPP memo president Adama Barrow la party de mammi wole bengo ke je bari yela manifesto ya launch word lande to monati ne opposition le be kuntule nyaato pour ka foye ko kana kamunta nyin kacal nyinke bari fana kamunta coalition do fana fintena kamen ko mandi apex mi yalon ko fan e ko unite de wol withdraw wala wala da bon jela bar party wol be banko kanja wol be parene pour ka kacha kaje ko da maliye deng mi yalon ko fa wole be den nyin carte fa wala karola wol be mbawo kacala nin dara fo jam fata kacha kono burum bina layno yella woldo del me yalon kal fana be jibero la albe no mbajala la screen otole aliyake moti mi yalon kal ci commande ke programme o nyinto ngala commande rol ci ka jama financier la mo yalla janni wo menal dun tangol bulala wolto drum inen jibera la ñoo kon donc ka fo prof ya ko teke a baraka ka fudan fi programme o nyame prof thank you so much for coming and wonyama fa inen jiber lal ci ñoo kon donc.
All right. Thank you very much Ibrahima Jara nge kontong nge Jara ifanang ne oda
Mr. Juwara
fana nga kontong anu ilala mola ne momo be jubere le tono ker fatu nyim programme ngabela ya Politic Kacha la jalli so nge kontong bake fang andu in kontante definitely ila invitation pour ngana jambi nga kacha koto.
All right, thank you so much Prof. Juwara baraka in our program to nyame. Last week you were missing though, but this week you are back. I wish last week yatara nyamere Suleiman Sawa la fana program o dundula mbulu nyoko na you know ninko Dr. Gajigo eko yenyine for therefore no but so you know I think at some point beno afo kana na rebe nu jannu would have been good. You know.
Yes. Last week man nano Mballow ma sahaya.
Oh, sorry.
So but alhamdulillah getting much better now. Just common call them drum.
Yeah.
But nga program ñu la moy la throughout. It was also a good one coming nga fa ñame. Be la moy ral ni jibir lal fanam be konton na kayite la ko nka kontaan la ko rek Cameroon and back to Politic Kacha kan opinions all sound over national issues mimbe mininding political la and intel la jero to ngam na suute political ni na karola bawo untel akitanya wan londo ni mawara bari wala mkuti mi ala ko ngole karang so sa katakaje ko be fanundi rokeno la woto nyami
jufre la dafata kenzen mol ga skula ni la me dem fana mako la kilin
moro ya re del nga ngi fanan tajel
Prof, very good. Thank you for coming again. Right. So, kadung kacha kono, nga kumasi ni CMC la. Nga lonko ADD, wole patiol kumandi puruye na ya kacha. Inara nere tambindi puruye ke sirentiyo ti puruka patiol beke kilindi. Bari nga kumasi ni ADD famala. Mo jama dol beje sotaro soto ADD la kuwala obe dendi menna walam ete patiol kumandi pour yana ye kacha o kedela initiative lade janni kacha be kum fala dro ete sangu ko e UDP le endorse dol beje mi yalon ko ye fault soto mi yalon ko wala be dendi wala as you opposing yelo wo simfa nyaaji nyaade
ha ibarka Ibrahima Jara ila yin question ay kumayta bake fang and ngamira moy nyanta lonnare yin ko akumasita minto anu nyaadi and AD the ngamira iman just jump ye party led endorse ibe kacharo yeah ibe kacharo definitely we have to definitely gratefully commend them for that initiative lente wo definitely commandila kabri party be command the movement commandi in the patient of Malik Kamara yes mo be commandi inata bari Malik wala ADD e hammo sotanimi yalon ko hammo abe better than Gambian pair because naturally it was possible for grand coalition wo hammo definitely mo be benefit la it's just not only ADD we have to commend them for that bari pour AD la funto pour yeta ye party led endos wala UDP endos o ngamira you know they did what is right menyanta because there was already division. Cabinet division they definitely you have to party led or candidate led. So it is your choice now to choose which way you going.
So moja malbije janning watu fongo be sila ya korosi ko division will come and la bina watu la wolem jumale be tambila coalition nyato.
Exactly.
Why did you allow that split to happen? Ya watala ni ayeke member den candidate led la party led la imaku woni handle no as your opposite.
Thank you very much. Ibrahima Jara yin ko to definitely watumo ndefa mantra gambe kon be Turkey. That was the week that Unite was hosting it. Yeah, host le jana Prince Hotel. Gabriel host je in fact while I was going I told him that I want to join the meeting online. Natra it is possible. Koniko no you be busy there because you are going for a conference, but I understood so I took it in good faith. So nga lonneko there will be definitely a trouble for that model. Well, I wanted to be present so that we can handle it diligently. But you know, agenda push so he voting ke. But what is most important is we have taken two routes. One consensus by negotiation. The consensus by negotiation now failed wrong. There is no other option is to go for voting. You know, but voting for we always want to avoid that because that is a very sensitive route to take. Because it can divide. And in coalition negotiation, you don't have to take a sensitive, you know, area or sensitive agenda. It can divide you, you know, at the early stage. Well, and we always avoid that. And we
so then when you you were present, you would have taken different.
Very well.
So, but I spoke to Modu Satudiba. I had a position senior the member den candidate led la area waling party led I afole ko akoy ko patio mi yalon ko sembo bo wala akamunda wollem patio di mi yalon ko ay kabula wolle noma akay wod la nyin koyndi la anu ngamela telen deputy nate bantraje ni te mantraje tele ka step in. So how do you ataya allow nyadi la pour alfurata vote in stage nindo.
Good, thank you very much. It's a very important question.
Yeah.
Diva fang amanyi allowed.
Okay.
Diva ay kato kele mi yalon kato kele ay kolle atum fanan kabiri nata ko be sarani. Ako kabiri be holoto they force their way party all of the entities General Assembly. Yeah. The participating team, they forced, they said there must be a voting on this so that we know exactly what are we taking, what type of model we are taking. So diba a trial and committee a trial and SBA will be standing the secretary ye ko beke pour ye prevent let it not happen. So bari I think they empowered the empowerment that we gave them, that is the voting right that they have on a decision. So they definitely overcome Diba, the chairperson, the vice chairperson, and the secretary, and the spokesperson. They could not do anything but to allow it to proceed.
So the outcome of the vote shows majority candidate led. But don't be a dispute because literally 4 to 5 political parties will go party led. Yes. 2 registered political plus numerous political movements will candidate. They felt that was not fair. Because you have your party, use 10,000 people to register your party. Ya be register your party. Party fula anim party nani anim political movement. Wala sembo man ke killing. Why did you allow that to persist? Wala to exist at that point?
We did not allow that. But then because I have, as I said, when I came, explain. Then they gave me all the records. The votings were there. That these people, the candidate led overweight. Outnumbered the party led. So what I could do as the chairman is to adopt. But then there was no way I could definitely turn the table, but just to adopt.
No, but Prof, you ask your position.
Yeah, but we have been telling them the party led, the political party, especially UDP. At the same time they have the biggest. If you have even the biggest number, the biggest number and the most structured. Yes, you cannot be equal with somebody. Me yalonko, he just abundant a wulta no kunu ite wulta for how many 110 years back. So you can never be equal. So, buddy, what happened is because they were trying to, rule out. Maybe it's happening the parties. Jara
said they who exactly?
The movements. The movement. You see, we wanted to regularize their status. One franc is a point. Somebody asked, Esa Kamire Lamin Mane will be they said, Chairman, I think we need to regularize the status of this participating team. Yeah, outside the meeting, how do you allow these movements to come without regularizing their status? So that was a very important question. But the most important thing is we should have regularized them because most of them were unregistered. We should know that it's not equal with somebody who is registered.
But do you suspect any party who Miyalonko is part of the negotiation that was bringing these movements? Maybe in a situation where they were voting, they can be siding with them.
Yeah, but you see, that is how, in fact, that issue was even raised. Aki Malik, ADD, Frank Yerro Wrestle, and Frank party do Yerro Wrestle. Iko, with APP Sobia, with UDP. If in Jamares we are very important that we should regularize them, we should put them to order, and then. Bari, the most important thing is, Janning Mina ila question on what I realized in the hall, it was only there were two fears.
Okay.
People had two fears. The biggest parties, they have the fear that they have was for them to lose their identity, which was definitely important for them to defend that, for them to protect that identity. Okay. But the smallest party and the smallest unregistered movement, if they have the fear that they can be swallowed if they have to go to the other side. Okay. So that automatically there was division. Already I saw it. I saw the writing on the wall.
But as mediator,
yes.
Why couldn't you wipe out that difference? Because 13 weeks you couldn't reconcile the difference.
Yes. Jara. Yeah. No, it was you see there were already a conflict, and the conflict we were trying to make a conversion. The conversion is how do we put our differences together? But if you look at the movement, small movement on. And some of the unregistered movements and some of the registered parties, which are small, where the position that the ego was what disturbed them. Now, the other parties, the bigger party, usually they say UDP and other, they were flowing on the principle aspect. Okay. So there was the conflict already. The ego and the and the principle.
But Prof, I
so
think in fact Martin said some of the parties they said they cannot allow UDP to lead, and the movement said no, we cannot allow UDP.
That
to
was
lead.
the ego problem.
So no, but that was an agenda that they have.
Exactly, but this is the agenda now. It was embedded with the ego. And that's that ego. That is exactly what that push the principal guys.
Okay.
Those who are principal. So, bari ila yung question is very committed. How do we allow this? And you see, they had what we call voting right.
Yeah.
Now, I even said that at the beginning. The CMC should be giving the power that they can decide and adopt, even without the approval of the General Assembly.
Okay.
But no, what happened is until we have what we call a channel of communication. When we decide, when we come with our agenda as CMC, we will pass it to the task force. Okay. The task force will pass it to the General Assembly for final decision. So sometimes when we want to pass an agenda, compulsory or by force, they will not adopt it because they will choose to go for voting because it does not certainly benefit them, or they do not have any importance with that agenda. So definitely Jara Akuliatelo to deal with these people because they were there with different agenda, the agenda that was not meant for a grand coalition agenda.
Okay.
So wala na ko tata wanyama.
Juwara ye Prof moyle aba afokan kuol kumasita damendo membe den candidate led party led ateko voting manya kelanu be wali yole na fela nang ite manun barakate mantra nu nyi kabiru beke nyin coalition building ba CMC nyimeng lead teng ya janyadi le
Ajara yalan coalition building yajibe in sub-Saharan African politics, most especially inclusive Gambia fango dabe minkono. One of the kole minka sotoje puru ye coalition o tamandino follow kake ideological difference le. Ni molla miral nya ani lata minna fatata. Annum fana kaje ko mistrust fana katarajele because most often than not oppositional damma ka to faram na nyobala. Because most of this movement of any political party don't mean lota. Imam bonang from the incumbent. Most of them but opposition or family kona. And me farandi wala nyaton kayati. Leadership issue fanaka problem. So kabri tel ben inform kang all these things baby foodering a problem or kona. So silansa telbe o jibe no la nyamin ka settle. Wala bitakela kudo ti mi yalon ko wala be kala kudo te mi yalon ko iba ko nyin tamandi no la nyaadele pour problème ol ñun solve no bar mi ya koleandi bulu wolem ko janning ibe dunna kono ye ñoo jam faale fo tama man si folo
oh ñaadi to
come on because ni ka mo mbita mo be la wait long mo be la kuliya long mo be alo yemina represent opposition kono bar jannim mi ngo fambe dati la dol ka tra diamo ka ñoy ka fa ñoy ko hani karite tambino la so it means altel man si follow falbe kachakan ale ñoo jam fa
thank you
so walam problem on so that mistrust and even kama ka patendingol ñim mem fo if you look at the smaller group comme nga mem fo ila problem mu insecurity ning kafuta nyilkan mine bente je o hannin tata nim mararo sita ntabe lono la tunkunjumal wakake problem balti ando nima question on answer no dro ka kafuno nyoma aka kwale abakel in 2016 opportunity means sotota for ikafuta nyoma that is not existing in 2026 the political landscape nyim fatatale and the difference also be minjibe kan the type of incumbent ye min soto in 2016 was not but ni na ne mo jamal jibe I think nika 2016 analyze ika analyze in isolation of the United Democratic Party yalon ko killing mbe kumo mfala mum nyoy ka mansa kunda bondi nyim banko ka UDP has entrenched themselves to certain level you need them
very well
to remove presidency
yes
you need them to remove presidency because near na political history nyimbe anytime you pull away ta handing opposition will be kafuta nyoma ila votes become so insignificant I can understand so it means a crucial player in 2016 no matter what happened come on the UDP was also there but they have two issues in 2016 walam ko ila executive member ya jame bulu in mile 2 well benyanta fintila and that make it easy as well and the negotiators as well I have problem near discussion on beji in the coalition negotiator the negotiators themselves man the characteristics of negotiation fulfill yajele ni be negotiation wala in a coalition where mistrust have existed ite nyante hakilo to la bilateral diamol leto than even nal bebe siring alkamin kacha
exactly
katu ni tata fo yeteleje as the independent negotiator min se silo wala no pour mole kafu ñom ñin ni jarada mabe siring ben hakilo to la mbe min fola jare ben hakilo to la ning dobe min kachala because malon jumala ka kacante koma
excellent
jumani parti dol be siring ibe jala bina negotiation la be sonka kan but outside they sleep with each other as to what inimum strategy le bina because sometimes no sabol ni wo sonko be mu interest le be laring and be interest jibe kan e ba sotonde no la nyam so it tell kabri futata jebe ibe law kolge and one thing also mol buka hakilo to even external factor becomes a challenge to coalition building in sub-Saharan Africa. And here, the external factor is the NPP. Near the political rhetoric gimmicks and their gimmick. Come on, could you imagine NPP, one of their tough people that will defend the NPP party, they treated UDP unfairly.
Fairly, yeah, absolutely.
So you get that. That's a good
in fact, for me, surprisingly, was Yerro Mballow, the president's advisor. I have a mantra, but rather I make a UDP la one better. I was like, wow,
come on. Political because the good thing is ni kafuta nyoma umate NPP favor. So mimba tinala do have famaje for kafu nyoma sotola. Where for?
So, but for like to have the characteristic of an negotiator, it's important. Like for instance, Prof, near the GB in the discussion, some have the lenses that they put under his political that he belongs to SFL. You have Mr. Diba, they think he's UDP. So Martin, they think he's Unite. So it's always difficult.
I think we cast back to 2016. Kabrin discussion on nata over party coalition. I think the first action was for Honorable Halifa to lead the discussion. But I think I signal on in Jeleko, ninga lead. Problem was soto nole. Wala na borta ite beta ta Fatmata Jallow Tambajang Kamana. Honor High Excellency was in the politics, but it was difficult for ya box to one political group. So you can understand. So that is how the negotiation. I think also Kabring Ibeofan and Tombona, they should also pay attention to those peculiarities. Because nim party dol nata follow. Because nim nita be tombondiro kela minyanta negotiate. Force ikajibele for the parties mil besiring for a confidence sotole aba around ibe min tambindika. Like for example, even if you pay attention, even impasse bekering wato minna negotiation ol bekering. Kabring ekawasi ala first attempta. Ikobe ibun chambas natila. Yajame race. Excuse to say no. Ibn Chambas a position tale over this issue already. So you can understand. And you see Kabrai bilateral sort of with Elon Johnson Salif. After Elon Johnson Salif placed la kala credibility be tinyabulu. So it means even that bilateral is a hakelu tuata. So ni nada Martin's
Martin la bilateral with Lamin money and co. That was a problem because money and Larry co Martin ko ileko. Well, why not Atelier Nanang? You take over, Usain will step aside. So that didn't go well with them.
No, I think Martin must have missed a calculation big time. And to say he has failed to respect one fundamental criteria of being an independent mediator.
Exactly.
Ni be woto ibe hakilo to la babakel. Having more party mi alonko you have certain issues with them. You cannot show that because no one not drum aka mistrust le heighten indi and ni waketa insecurity bina kakafu nyoma be kole.
Prof, so Kabiri, when UDP left, Munatina, you still choose to continue because Juwara coalition without UDP, it would be very difficult. I believe Allah's objective was to unseat the incumbent.
Exactly.
So Munatina, when they left, you still deem it fit to continue the negotiation.
Yes, Kabir UDP, they walked out. Oh no, in fact, we were at Baba Hotel. Inata, Lamin, Larinata. Definitely, I must commend them for the commitment they have. And especially on their attendance record, definitely is 100%, and their contribution, So I was always happy when I bring the issue, the agenda on the table, and then I allowed discussions and allowed views. They always bring their brilliant ideas, so that we can consolidate those ones.
But Martin said the way they work out from from the negotiations was very unprofessional.
No, but everybody has his own opinion to say that. But that is why Kabri when Iduntanang do Lamin Mane Konyoko let me give him the mic, and he requested, Mr. Chairman, I want you to give. In fact, Jani Wofang, I made my cautionary statement, and every day, Jani, before we start, when from prayers, I give my statement, and my statement is to caution all of them that you must unite. There's one question around all of you. How will you put the country first before your own personal interest? The government people are asking, how can you unite as opposition? Show them that you can unite in this room. So, then from there, Larry said, Mr. Chairman, I'm happy that this statement is very, very important for us today. So, this is exactly what Gambian want, that we must unite. So, when I'm wrong, then Lamin Duntanang, then I Bulo rest, I gave him the time. The direction that the coalition is going, they don't think they can definitely be with that, associated with that direction. They have the right to walk out. So I think they have to walk out and go and make consultation with their leadership. Then they can give us a feedback. So they were professional when they were going out.
One thing I observe is
exactly.
as chairperson of the mediation committee, it's like your powers were very limited.
Exactly.
So, but I think why did you allow that to happen? Knowing Koite, you should broke a deal.
Yes.
And to broke a deal, you must be powerful.
Exactly.
So, but your powers were very limited.
Yes.
So, I think that was among the reasons why you couldn't strike a deal. You couldn't drop a deal.
The foundation of the coalition talks, it was compromised. That is why, how was it compromised? Even the convener of the program, when they first invited me, that was where some people associated with the APP. I am not. In fact, I made it very clear.
Oh, you are not with ESA?
No.
Prof, really?
No, but I made it very clear. I am not with it.
He's your guy.
He's my friend. He's my friend.
He's your guy.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Yeah.
But I am not with it.
You have
been with him.
No, I have been. I have been with him. What do you mean by I have been with him? Okay, can you clarify that?
Prof.
No, you clarify. Before I proceed.
Before you proceed, you were with the APP. So there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Eh?
Well, that is what these people say. That's what people say.
But who do you cast it for in 2021?
In 2021, 2021.
I mean the presidential election.
2021, I wasn't around. It was
you weren't around?
2022, I went for election, National Assembly election.
Oh, you contested?
Yeah,
on what particular?
On the NUP at the time.
NUP?
Yeah, NUP, yes.
That's National Unity Party. Yes. Okay.
So
how are they associating you to SFR? Instead of Lamin Juwara's party?
And on the NUP, the manifesto, in Telangado, we worked it out. One is the best manifesto. Yeah, so, Barry, after the election in Tatanang, I went back to Ghana. So I comfortably because I lost the election.
Okay.
So Barry, they want to interview me, but I then told them that look, well, that is how the election ended, and I took it also.
Which constituency?
Upper Flood West, Bansang.
Bansang. Okay.
Yeah, Bansang.
Okay.
So so now, Jara, the foundation was what was loose. I can tell you that. And until when I walked in, before I even signed my contract to be the chairman of this, they all voted for me. I told them that, look, if I belong to any party or any movement, if I associate myself to any party or movement, today I want to neutralize that.
Okay.
I formally denounced. Okay. I have announced it. All of them were there. I formally denounced anybody or any party that are associated with that. Formally, I have done that. So I don't belong to any party. I don't belong to any movement. Let nobody, categorize me to any party or movement. I am here for all of you. Okay. So I was signed. And the transparency, that was my contract. And I have to show transparency. I always remind them that, look, I am contracted to be transparent. I have to. There was even one point, ESA and in GDC conflict sort of. I had to be too. ESA, I'm sure if you ask him, he will tell you. I was very much. I said, look, I have to play the role of the chairmanship. And then I was very not very easy to SR. And finally what happened is we asked him to apologize to GDC, and whatever GDC was apologized to SR. And exactly they did that. They respected, that authority of ours. So that was, I don't know why people, so I mean.
So because SR is your friend.
Yeah, he's my friend. Yeah, he's my friend because, well, I can be, that is my right to be friendly to anybody.
Yeah. No, I understand. Well, so, but because of your personal relationship with him, they think you belongs to his party.
Yeah, but I announced it when UDP Unite brought that issue. Even the deputy chairperson, they allege him of being UDP. So that is what parties were talking about. Instead of minding what should be the real issue, they're talking, dipping in their nose into it. That is why.
But at that point, okay, some of the parties also weren't happy with your spokesperson. That the kind of message that he sent out, sometimes doesn't align with probably your objective, or it was literally undermining what you stand for.
That is true. Yeah, but that is.
So have you at any point, talked to Martin to bring him on track?
Yeah, I admonish him. In fact, I even prepared a talking point, so that when he goes out to media, this is what he is to. I even send it to him. I shared it with him. You understand? So, but it's unfortunate that when somebody is out there, you cannot control it. But while the person is with you, you can have the control over that. But when the person is outside, he speaks the way.
So there was when UDP left the discussions.
I halted the discussion. The UDP walked out. I told them that we will not discuss any agenda here because UDP is out. And I always remind them that what do you have? You have to consider that UDP has the numbers, and let us respect that. Let us also accept that from them. And as the opposition, I always tell them you have nothing. What you have is the number. But if you divide that number, you're weakening. And the political, that is what we call politics 101. Now, politics 101 is what the incumbent used to deal with you, the opposition. And that is, they want you to divide 101. They will come against you. They'll be in between. If you have division, they take force. You see? So this is what happened. Exactly this is why they should have been too much careful to, Yaje Kamben Balia in the opposition, you cannot win. I always tell them that we have two issues here we have to deal with. We must unite to win, and then we build a structure to govern.
Okay. So but how about those that saying after 13 weeks discussion was more centered on governance? Exactly. More than to amplify unity among members.
Yeah. It explained to us that some of them were power hungry. And some of them, it is true, it is trust. That was the issue that we have. The biggest challenge we have is trust among themselves. Ibrahima don't trust Prof don't trust Jawara don't trust Modu. So that was the problem that we have, the challenge. Again, the other thing is the compromise. I have to accept Ibrahima. If you are taller than me, let me accept that. Look, Ibrahima is taller than Prof. Then if the Juwara is bigger than you also have to accept that. That compromise was lacking. So the biggest challenge we have is the trust among them, and then the compromise. That is why it was difficult, definitely, to negotiate.
So, when I think Kabiri UDP Fintita, you still deem it fit to continue?
Yeah,
because knowing they are the biggest opposition party, and after when they left, we have seen parties. In fact, the initiator ADD left, PAP left, PPP left. Yes, still you went ahead.
Yeah. You see, why we continue, because the party led, those who supported the party led, we are still in the hall.
Okay.
Candidate. No, the party led. Okay. UDP were party led.
UDP were party led.
Yeah, party led. Yeah. So he walked out, but the people that supported the party led, they were still in. So there wasn't a total division. Okay. So we cannot just abandon it and then brush it under the carpet. Okay. And that was why I suspended the discussion that very day when UDP walked out, because that should have been definitely. We cannot continue a discussion on power sharing, which UDP was factored there.
Okay.
Do you see? So that power sharing, we used the weighted vote. So a weighted vote, UDP was factored, and then the other parties started grumbling, started crying that the factorization that we use was definitely too much but we told them that this is what that is what we choose, that's the model we choose, the weighted vote model, that's what we choose to factor each of them to have a share in their government. So that very day, or that very week, UDP was to be part of the discussion of the power sharing. But if we cannot continue with that.
When they
walked out.
No, I mean after a week, after when they walked out, they presided over a press conference.
Yeah.
And at some point, Martin was a bit, I would say, is it castigated or severely criticized for his action? But you were quiet, Imam Finti to defend him. Or your concern was telling you, okay, UDP coming for all them to.
No, I cannot, I was not going to, what we usually do is always we make a press release. Now, the press release is every meeting we will release. We make a release of what we discuss, and so that the media will understand. And when they came out, they have all right to talk about what happened in the process. It's only
so you believe what they were saying against Martin was right?
No, monkey or the UDP. Well, if Martin was, named, if it was has to be me, definitely I have to come and clarify myself. So, but if Martin was actually called, that this is what he did, and not only UDP who named him in that. So many other people who came out, they would say, okay, this is the reason why we left. That was their. We have to accept that. That was their opinion, and that was their right to stop me, because I cannot be in a process, and I don't trust that process, and I go out like that, and you allowed me to be quiet on that. No. So I as the chairperson, and then my committee, what we should have done was to be definitely to go continue, because somebody was tainted. Now, because you were tainted, it doesn't maybe certainly only stop at that individual, it stop everywhere. So what we need to do is to go further. In fact, Jara, let me tell you this. And I wanted to resign.
Okay, you wanted to resign?
Yeah, in three occasions I attempted to resign. They asked me not to resign, because that would have been the biggest problem for the coalition.
So what was your basis of resignation?
Yeah, my basis of resignation was everybody knew, because anybody that was going out is the same message you are going, that you don't believe in this process. The process has been undermined, has been predetermined, this and that and that. So I feel that I cannot be associated myself with a process that have been questioned about their integrity, their credibility, because I only have one important asset. In coalition building, the only important asset you have is credibility.
So,
what are wrong? You mean,
oppositional. So you have interacted with most of them.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Yes.
Nike Gibi, what lens are you looking at them? Are they in for the country, or most of them just want to be president? What is their, from your perspective? What is most of them? What is their motive?
No, you see, it's difficult definitely but most of them will just openly say country for the country, but personally, they are talking about themselves. It is very difficult. It's very, very hard to believe, to make the voters to believe in them. Because definitely, most of them will talk about, inside the hall, you talk about personal, the country. But if you look at the Jara, definitely everybody is talking about it.
They were saying, I want to be ministers?
Yeah, well, this is everybody is power hungry here. So, but that's why we cannot move. You see, if you don't want to let Jara to go, or I don't want to give Jara this position and allow Juwara to take this position, I just want to say I and not we. Exactly, that is the problem.
So this negotiation with Juwara, from your perspective, Yambara Mankenu wasted opportunity. I mean, 13 weeks, you cannot strike any deal. You were just rambling around, moving around the clock on the same issue. Trust issue, until everything collapsed.
The discussion you can continue. Don't let interest more within the group itself. So I can understand. So mimbeje it led the fenkominati soundangole bebulu itata GBL. So from a distance ni te aje ni be jamfar ngale camera kerangole bebulu but kerango fam be milbulu yalla nako manta GBL. But not participating as well the populate sotola milbe kumandiro ke kam pour mol nyanta kafula nyomal. Near the voice of the population GB is from the opposition is that oppositional al na nyokang kabrins data study keta research all keta I wale yitande. So now every political party wants to react to that. Wale bula kachanyin na but kachanyin keta ko sa fonyoto aman lo dula killing
abe round
kana firi be dunna be fintila be kubol fala nyoya bari membeje imanyo bunyale.
Exactly.
Yalla nale ñoo la horomo diala momo e mo ñoo suute na keta ko toña tel kam min kumandi opponent killing baltel bulu wolom president Adam Barote ka bondi because Alia believe ko he is not the best man for the governance then mune koleatal tel bulu for 13 weeks alman son no ñola but the underlying issue is the challenge of lafta ñaton ka yalla wolom problème oti
exactly.
One problem. Everybody wants to lead, most especially in the younger generation of politicians in this country. Omui la problem baldi. because iteka party dol min be commandi ka structure min commandi or the other existing political party julu jangole bentabulu julu sutungole bentabulu albe problem kilingole face albe problem kilingol se bar silan say nin julu jango beta bulu julu sutungo benta bulu jara bar ngaji ko ninga na julu kafu nyoma be jiyo bondila bar silan nin jiyo nyim fintita fo talar nyanya nda kanyan na laba
no manya kanyan.
So that's a problem. So among those problem on the solve and ni more problem on solve.
So you think
incumbent is trying to
but you see this why Prof and others were invited to resolve that problem. But Itila Mirofi, you think they have done a good job?
No, Prof cannot solve the problem. The problem that existed between the opposition was bigger than him. In fact, some of the rivalries existed way before Ibe Futalatela. So there were goodwill nga kachake je pour nga je ko fonse dol sondi non. But comme ke be sondi fanante intention o tide.
Oh,
ka jele ko fonse jama sondi nole. Dantangol mim farata tata, then they will face the repercussion of not joining.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So near a kachal tactical bejibe wole tamandi nyoka. And kabri bokeka, the president also was very, very careful, watching and following the discussion, and he was lucky to get a very crucial member of the opposition, which is GDC. So they imantra je calculate ka. So waketa now ni na dafana iko ibe party modelol min foka nyoye candidate led honeybee among Senea to any of the de facto other groups what model ibe wala tamandika amang koy
so but Martin ngaje VOD ako adi amata kibaru ako most of the parties unite APP Sobea and some and the movements they said they want UDP to lead.
They don't want.
Yeah. That's what he said. So I think that's where everything started. He said they make it clear that they didn't want UDP to lead.
Now, but but they want UDP to give them their structures that they have established for more than 30 years. Or you want PDOIS to give you a structure that they have established for 40 years.
It's not possible.
Come on. So what I you know jamfala time man kacha fanga dati
exactly. Okay.
You know jamfala fanga kacha fanga man dati follow because everybody wants to be president, but the office of the president can be only one person at a time.
Okay, so this just to make it clear, that's what he said. He said GDC, UMC, and APP Sobea don't want Ousainou Darboe to be flag bearer. According to lawyer Hassan Martin, some parties, including the Gambia Democratic Congress, Unite Movement, UMC, APP Sobea, were not prepared to accept Darboe as the coalition standard bearer. The issue of UDP was about discussions. Some people said they don't want Ousainou Darboe to lead the coalition. Other parties and movements in the room don't want Ousainou Darboe to be the flag bearer. It was about the flag bearer issue and also what type of coalition. No, he questioned whether other parties involved in the negotiation were really he questioned whether other parties involved in the negotiation would readily accept a coalition led by the UDP. Do you think UMC, GDC and other parties will accept that the UDP should lead? Have you heard of that position? Martin explained that CMC conducted bilateral engagement with individual parties and their representatives to understand their respective position on the coalition arrangement. He said UDP position on the flag bearer issue remained a major sticking point during those discussions. When we had them, we realized the UDP does not want to compromise on the flag bearer, which is one of the issues. That night, I called Mama Kande to resolve this in order to allow the UDP to lead, and he always maintained his position.
But Jara, if that is what those political parties definitely said, and they be lari walla in the negotiation, but Nietel be kafunyoma in the opposition wing, UDP is bigger than them.
Yeah, very well.
On record.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's bigger than all of them. Ibela cartel kafunyoma and match it to the United Democratic Party. Ibajala is bigger than them.
Yeah.
So silansang ning party member crucial rewonyama. I know every political analyst that is studying the political landscape would agree with the analysis that an opposition, a coalition without UDP against an incumbent, But still I'm saying, if UDP was the problem, ning UDP la kafo ko mbe dabola kelaje wala la problem odi. UDP walked away. Idamangol mina tambite idamangol tem.
Yeah, UDP walked away.
They walked away.
Yeah.
Imam kafuno nyoma.
Exactly.
Then how genuine were you when you thought UDP was the problem?
Thank you.
Okay.
So UDP datije. So it means it would have been an easy ride.
Exactly.
And yes, sepras la study jibe. Sepras la study kabraka apparatus. Another a potential third force in the Gambia could definitely be Mama Kande GDC. Talib at that time Unite Movement and SFL coming together could bring up a strong third force as an option for the other swing voters. Mili alonko man wol longi belorin dami. It's a well attract knowledge. But lungo mina fintida. My point was, in fact, to strike a deal between these three is in fact more difficult than to strike a deal between UDP and other people. Well, it's more difficult because each and every one of them wants to be president.
Mama Kande, SFL, adding Talib.
You think Mama is tested on the presidential scale? At the first test, he got 89,000 votes. At the second test, he got 105,000, meaning on the increase. SFL first attempt in 2021 was 17,000. For Talib, we cannot calibrate. For presidential fenko what record le babu. You think Mama Honorable Kande would give 100,000 vote to Talib because you believe it for what?
He's a winnable candidate.
He's a winnable candidate. Neo fire at son. When you get to Esa, he's at a formal statement, weight to weight. I weigh heavier than all these people. Bararola Carola, Londola Carola, Amira Katela Karanta Wondol Bedi. So to Talib, also la group Totko, he's a new force that is a Theodore. A promised Messiah for the country as well. So wal da mangol la kafunyomo, wala kolea bata, but nata mineje. Kabri UDP in GMC fan Jumal GDC Jumal follow Kolonda fan.
I think GDC la follow ta.
Okay, silang kacha fan mam futa follow. Mama Kande Kolonda. Atata and join the incumbent. Which strengthened President Adama Barrow. Ni ma calculate you are joking with a time bomb. You can understand. Because division in opposition everywhere goes to the interest of the incumbent. In every political scenario. Sila ni nata. Mesiring ko last two hopes. SFL and Jana. Muruta back and Talib. Muruta back to the CMC. Last minute. Question of credibility na. Ndela kuliara nyin. Mang agree no nyin. Nyin do ba fala nyeko alafta kala vice president walti. And in fact, inducement la kata karte mi mam fay follow. Who knows who wants to be vice president?
Vice president.
It means the UMC through their calculations we are so koning karte fayo keta. We going to leave
100%.
Yes. Prof, so nga events of on the 8th nga wajibe. So kabiring atal nara somanda puruka kacha ni mo fulol tema wala mo saba wala Prof Yafa Talib Ben Suda aning Esambay Fall. Kabiral fudata word la nyindo puruka kabiral fudata word la nyindo puruka kacha kuwol ketanu nyadile kabiral sita puruka kacha adlanyin. Let's go to straight we look at the SIA call me yalon ko I will race. Member dending inducement la you know tapale yal ko leketa je impaki so lankene baya balia wala lack of transparency anim fanan ay new faces laje nyada kudo la wolle ja nyamandele ka menje asikata kon data nyin carte fawro da bondi je afu nyi mu nekere non.
All right, thank you very much Jara. Kabi on the 8th of August, Natanang, we prepared everything. Jani Ofang, we had a lot of, one-to-one discussion. And we had, negotiations. But the negotiations only are clear because we call all of them. We did a lot of meetings, almost at Fatma Her Excellency House, Kotu. So Ngawolbe kumanije yesa Talib. Yafa and
Ambassador
Advocacy. So they are more ketaje, and we listen to all of them one by one. You present, you submit your opinions. We listen to you. Finally, we can now we also wait it, and then try and see what we assess it. So, and then that was when we nominated all of them. When they all, some of them we rejected one because that guy did not pass the assessment.
Okay.
All of them PRP, People's Right Party, among cross. Then while Her Excellency also I withdraw her just to help in the negotiation. Afanang she becomes a neutral, and then just to help make sure that we have a concession for flag bearer, a concession flag bearer, and not for voting. But it was failed. And then we said, okay, there's no other way. We have to go for voting. On Thursday, our final consultation was on Thursday night. You know, we were at Her Excellency's house in the night, that night, very night. Up to around 10 o'clock. So, Kabirin then Janjanta, we say, okay, now you go and think about yourself. But tomorrow we are going for voting. Since you do not agree based on concession, you go and do your thing. Ngabra wo suto walanda esafang, he put it in his record, in his submission. Ako Talib and Ngayila, they went to meet him in his house.
Okay.
Yeah, family. So Ngabra wo farang explain it.
Okay.
So Kabiri wo kita. Then in the morning, on a Saturday, Friday it was a cooling day, certainly.
Yeah.
Friday, Jamai. So Esaf Bokan Siko Father Tifang, he will concede to anyone that if they accept one, a flag bearer on concession at Tikvang, he is not going for voting.
Okay.
So he said we should rule him out. We should push his box. But I told that if they are not ready for that concession, I'm also put my box there.
Okay.
So we also now remain everything intact. So Saturday and Tata, in the morning, we told them that before we prepared an agenda for them. The first agenda is the binding flag bearer agreement. We have to sign it, but before we sign it, we have to review it.
Okay.
Then each of them will sign, and then I'll adopt as a chairperson. So Ngao Doko, I gave them, all of them want a copy, then it was projected. So we review Tata, Abanta, then we adopted it. Well, that document was back. Then the last one is the oath of office document. It's just one page. So Wofarang, I gave it to them, and then we review it. Wofarang Apparata, we adopt. So we are just about to go for voting to prepare the box. All the boxes intact, and then we brought everything intact. All our materials were there.
Before
there. Then
before there, every participant or contender, like, I can delegate jelle na fi nang
three.
Okay, Saba. Okay.
So Wolfgang, they did exactly what we asked them to do. More Saba. It's true. Tojalam, new faces were there because Dole they were coming for the meeting alone.
Okay.
Movement Dole, they were coming only one person was coming representing a movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So but on the day of
the election, yes, they went and brought 3 from their movement.
Okay.
We cannot also definitely verify that whether they are from their movement or whether they just pick them from the street. So but in Atalan, they don't definitely. So in Atalan, then we said, okay, we're going. Before I announced each of them to have 10 minutes to come and speak about yourself. Why me? Why are you going to be? Why do you want to be the flag bearer of the coalition? Then Esa raised his hand that I should give him time to speak. Then I'll have submission another, and then he came and declared that he is withdrawing.
Okay.
Obviously, we cannot proceed.
So Alberta.
Yeah.
Prof. So, but the allegations,
actually, chairman, what is your opinion? I said, we cannot continue. I cannot continue because international standards, you don't allow this to continue when allegation is already put before everybody. We cannot continue with a process that has been questioned, that there has been no transparency.
Okay.
I think the lack of transparency in the process of the electoral process, these people, we are ready to vote for one person. And Kobe, under the table. I think his calculations were well calculated. I don't know how he managed to calculate all this and then bring them, before all of us. I was surprised in the fact, at the submission, Dole Dukule inducement were there, some movement were bored. Well, people gave me that information. But I came to finally believe that those informations certainly were right, Because
so you came to you affirming his statement that I meant for what and the allegations are against Unite. That's Talib and Co. Another party. Delegates only tapalayale. Wala ye dukule.
Dukule wala fo. So
how do you confirm that?
Dukule, because some movements even attested. They said that it was Talib who paid for their district.
Yeah, what?
They are hosting because they hosted some of the meetings.
Oh, some of the political movements
hosted.
Okay, in the discussion, during the discussion.
Yeah, hosted our meetings.
Or it was Talib who was paying them, paying for them.
Yeah, what they said.
So
So every Saturday, one party will host a movement.
Okay.
He will tell us, okay, where do you want us to go and have the meeting, which of the hotels. So most of the time is Bawa they will choose. So some movement, they said it was Talib who paid for them in exchange of the D-Day.
Oh.
Yeah, family, okay.
Interesting.
You understand?
So, so they said Talib was the one supporting them financially to be able to host you people. So,
well, but that is inducement now. Inducement is just in exchange. At least I do this, but you also think of remember
if Esa happened to go ahead with that election, then oh my God,
so
that would have been. How would I even call it? It would have been embarrassed.
It's just like my namesake, Ajanjambure, Kewayoro Mane.
Kewayoro, one vote. Prof, but this is serious. Sanity should prevail in our election.
But I think also, in as much as we the inducement on Kachala as one factor that is in there, but there is also nothing stopping Unite to get to other political parties to support their agenda.
Exactly,
You can understand. I don't think that is wrong, because even ESA and everybody that is potentially wants to lead the coalition Bebela Ferrol Kekan, Bebela strategy Landika Nekaje ko ibe fenko kela. But ku killing them. I used to have one professor akonye too much of analysis lead to paralysis. Wala meta ko ning analyze no fele jura paralyze the bulu. So for me, inducement at every level is not an encouraging political action for a democratic space. Just sell your value, just sell your principle, and allow political parties to believe in that. And
so, but in fact, Prof, at that point, did anything come to your mind that then if Talib and the Unite were the one paying for some of these movements to be hosting you people? I mean, did it come to your mind? Probably they were the one who even brought them on the table. Did that come to cross your mind?
It never came to my mind initially, because it's only when we started this investigation I came to realize that some of them, I mean, it was even wrong, because they have signed all of that. That in the code of conduct, there will be no other discussion against this one we are talking about. You were silent. It is already in the code of conduct. All have it. So I
don't understand. In the code of conduct, what is there?
Participate in the CMC.
So
they should not participate.
Bilateral discussion.
Okay.
While you are into the discussion, the coalition discussion, it was wrong.
So coming coalition in a coalition.
Well, thank you.
So whilst discussions are ongoing, good.
This support that was against our code of conduct.
Oh, okay.
They all signed it. They have the document. All of them
then that would
be so what is most interesting is the submission of ESA file. Definitely, just we were about to start voting, he brought over that allegation. We cannot continue with that. So we said to them, we told them that look, there is, in fact, Unite Fund, they said that the CMC, what will be your response?
Okay.
I also responded with a statement, verbal statement, before ESA moved out. I told him to wait, let me also speak, in my capacity as the chairman.
As the chair.
I spoke, everybody was happy with my statement. I said, yes, they have the right to walk out, if they choose to walk out. But also, they have their opinion to express what they feel is also not correct. So we will take it in good faith with your submission, and your letter will be admitted. And then I also spoke, I used a lot of statements to actually, inform the gathering that this is exactly that's the position of AP Sobia. So we have to accept their position and then think exactly. So all of them we are happy with my statement. So finally, and when ESA march out, then I throw a question to them. I told them, look, what is your opinion? Then Her Excellency says to me, say, Prof, Mr. Chairman, what is your opinion? I said, let me throw the question to them. That do we continue, or we definitely suspend this because there's allegation already, a fresh allegation, and this is a very serious allegation. Then some of them, because they were having that interest, personal interest, hey, Mr. Chairman, that will not stop us from let us continue. We are going to vote. He said, the Her Excellency told me, Mr. Chairman, please give me the mic. I gave her the mic. Atefang, her integrity, her dignity, and then her honesty and her transparency cannot give her to do it. So what will be your opinion? I said, myself as the chairman, I will never go with the process that is tainted already. Question. We have to clarify this. We have to investigate this, and we have to clean ourselves first before we go forward. No, there was a vote. Each of them we are saying, most of them we are saying, okay, yes, it was for it. We will continue, then afterward we will deal with the matter. You people, CMC, go and deal with the matter from the. We said we cannot do that. If you choose to continue on your own. But until, at our capacity, myself, Her Excellency, we are marching out. So we announced like that, and then we march out. So,
but who continued when you left?
Martin continued with the certainly with the General Assembly, because they forced Martin to continue.
So, but ESA put an allegation against Martin that he too was in use.
Exactly. So, and Martin is part of us. So we cannot continue with the process. The question that have been, put into a member who is part of the committee.
But in your code of conduct, does the position of Martin at every given time to say if the chair is absent, he can step?
No.
So he has no mandate power.
He has
no mandate.
Yeah, in fact, I think he knew that.
He has no power to preside over the assembly.
He has to oversee or to chair this, except when the chair has the authority to give him or to give any member to say that chair delegate exactly.
Okay. So it did not happen.
Yeah, we left.
So when you left, now Martin sat in your position as the chair or whatsoever to preside over that position. How would you call that kind of process?
No, he sat maybe in the position of representing the whole committee, because to him, he was in his capacity as the committee itself now, and not as an individual. But again, Martin could not even avoid that, because the General Assembly certainly they already prepared themselves that this must happen. And the voting did not happen because the materials that we prepared, they couldn't go ahead with the voting. When we are the very one who prepared, they always say, so voting never happened. What they did was, since voting cannot happen and they want a flag bearer, they now negotiate among themselves. The one that Yafa, who was going to a voting, election with ESA and Talib, he decided also to concede for Talib.
Okay, so there was a consensus.
Yeah, there was a consensus
to agree
when
that
we left.
After the mediation committee, so Italy agreement means sort of consensus among those that
exactly. Exactly, and that was also wrong, because already we finally said, okay, the voting will take place on the 8th. So definitely by right, they should have suspended all what they should do to allow us to do what we want to do.
And propose, because I think there was a deadline. First, which was set.
Then moved to on the 11th. It was first on the 11th because of this.
But on the
8th, we told them that give us 2 weeks, 1 week to investigate this, and the other week we will come give a report, come back and do it, in the right way.
Our position is that was your position from get-go, that on the 8th, by all means, there will be voting.
Exactly,
So now, even if these allegations surface, you should go ahead with the voting until then.
Yes, that is what we don't want. And it in fact is wrong. At international level, it's wrong. You cannot be having fresh allegations against you. Deal with that. That is why we have ad hoc committee in any situation. Ad hoc committee, when each situation appear, the way they appear, create a committee and deal with that immediately. When it is done, that ad hoc committee disappear. That is how things are done.
So now, how would you describe Talib's selection? You see it as, how do you see it?
Well, to us, it's not legitimate, definitely.
It's not legitimate?
Yeah, no, we are not endorsing that. I think we will go back to the drawing board. If they want it to be right, they have to go back.
So the United ning esa fale push and pull demanding sort of. Remember then ninko esa ye issue of vice president I well na fi nanko nata boy da ke talib running mate who nye nyo sabagol. Ite be nunjele.
No, we have it in our binding document agreement. Okay. In fact, automatically, what happened is this. In fact, one of the people need to understand sometimes these things. Very easy to understand them. So, na binding a document, the binding agreement, flag bearer agreement, it is already there that they never wanted to use the word automatically become the vice president or shall become the vice president. So that was the language that we are debating. I told them, look, you see, whatever language you use here, whatever any technical word you use here, let us just by right. We cannot have somebody who went for election, for example. Let's say you went for election, you became the biggest. You understand? Oh, you are the victory and the runners up. You expect the run up to be the third, to send him to the third place. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Even in the beauty pageant.
Exactly.
The second runner up will always have a crown.
Exactly. So that doesn't make sense, Jara, definitely. Yeah. So, but what they wanted was they just wanted to deny what was right. You understand? Okay. So that is exactly how all this drama happened.
So okay, that wasn't as initiative to say he won a vice president or he walked out.
No, well, to us, it's not our knowledge, definitely, he said.
So, but United said it. They were misleading the public.
But what they should have addressed is not what they are addressing now. What is the allegation, the inducement allegation, that they are also...
They have not said anything about
that. That is the serious thing that they should have addressed. You can't address something that is minor. That running mate is secondary. The primary one, you are dodging away from that. You know, and that.
So, but before I come to Juwara, now that on the 8th pass, you begin to investigate, not to preempt the outcome of the investigation. Okay. But so far, what have you seen? Is it in fact true that United indeed induced some of these delegates?
Yeah, but some movement told us, and we're going to definitely disclose a very comprehensive report from this investigation.
So, but you think
myself and Her Excellency, Farmera Jallo Tambajang, certainly on the 17th.
So, but you think after revealing that report, you think United will be able to massage their ego to come back to the same table and have a discussion with you?
Yeah, they have to do. Otherwise, the government people will now give their judgment of that. Well, this exactly what happened.
So, but as far as you are concerned, Talib is not the flag bearer of Coalition 2026?
No, he's not, because he has not gone for the right process.
So, how about my good senior friend, lawyer Hassan Martin? Are you investigating him as well?
No, but even myself, I'll investigate myself. Everybody will be investigated. Everybody in the committee.
Now, Prof, I want to know. I'm interested. I want to know. Will Martin also be investigated?
Well, everybody will be investigated.
But so far, what has been his response towards this allegation? Because these are serious.
No, he has not spoken, definitely, seriously.
You have not spoken?
No, he has not spoken.
So, Juwara, what's going to be the end result of this? Prof Bafo Kaneko, Talib la selection on Mallo, Silokang, Itel Masuti. Say, Nina report Karang, Mialonko doesn't go in UMC's favor. Purukana can you connect? Because Ngalaneko, ultimately that will be the end to come and do it again.
Very well.
Yamira Nunka.
Yalang sila today telebulu ba kachala nyaming karung the CMC yetele entrust as the chair puruka kuol nyin tamanda nyanta tamala nyaming so ni wal nata finti ya itandiko kulle ketamili alon ko anin silo manta andu ya jeko mu problem wolti se fere do fenke I call all political party mil dabe no ko kono se muru ye kacha and follow due process na ketako the agreement world but ni wo fanang mampare wala Unite also anala molming agrita ka tambindi ani wal fanan se continue no le fansung.
So but the investigation itself, because well, I know to some members me along will be Unite Prof, I'm sorry, but they too doesn't trust you to be the person to lead this investigation. I mean, they said you have a political agenda or you holding brief for ESA. So they think at this point, because agenda is debatable. So you think who should investigate this matter? I think I will be a very impartial one to delve into this case. You know?
What I am saying, Prof at every given time, a court committee internally. Exactly. So where an issue rise, the passing mi yalon ko by default wala nyanta sila ko ko na tetenta the person excuse himself in every place wala standard nyin hani kiti bu ngoto ni mu jojo to be siri jojo la muyti ha but ni a case nati in which you are conflicted you excuse yourself modo binale I see I ko nyin tenteng a jibe ku pray fen konat. So if for example moli a question sotole over Prof la leading that Fenko, it's their right to raise it. And near raise, if Prof is if that is raised, he should excuse himself.
Exactly,
Internally, there must be a structure that is created by the group.
So, but naba fokan ko kamun Talib la tomondroning is not legitimate at anyakoro. Then I think Talib and his people should stop using the coalition until these things are clear. Under normal circumstance.
Under normal circumstance, yes, because kabring agreement of Bekela under the CMC, more fen sign. As in the code of conduct. So the code of conduct will bind Jumale Minanyantakela, Jumale Munsembe Karesoro. If the code of conduct is sembo the Chiala, another technical vehicle to say to validate the outcome of either a consensus or voting, then that must be respected by any of the parties.
So does that exist? Like you are the one who should validate the outcome?
No, but that is true. Even the election, the voting and all the things, I would have been the one who oversee that and share that, but then that never happened because when we walked out, the right thing they could have done was to also suspend and walk out.
Every activity move back to
Jara. Before we were talking, we were able to at least discuss this issue. All the media houses were there, all their cameras were set, Barry. We asked them to close, to let them off all their cameras and ask them to walk out so that we can because we never wanted it to be captured. What we said, what we told them, and what Her Excellency also told them, that one, if it was captured in the media, would have been this coalition would have been on the fire.
But
by
I think
now.
the coalition is dead by now.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. But what we told them.
But why are you determined to investigate again after you know it is dead already? You want to still investigate?
No, but the allegation has to be definitely proven. You know, either to say, okay, who has been accused of taking what, or been induced of what.
So how are you going about this? Did you build a secretariat to be inviting everybody to come?
Yes. We are asking. Some of them told us that they have the evidence with them. Some other party who even left, we are going to consider because all the one that we have to make a review of all the process. You understand? How it started, who was invited, who invited who. You understand? And why were you invited? And then some of them definitely gave us evidence.
But at this point, if the outcome of the investigation shows that indeed, like come Unite her, induce some of the delegates, would there be any disciplinary action?
No, but we have that. It's also they have to. You see, the code of conduct is costed. Okay. They all know that. Okay. Yeah, that's why we have sanctions.
So you're going to sanction them if they are found?
Others, we wanted to sanction them even, but then because they appeal, you can appeal. Okay. You know, that is what we do. So usually we wanted to sanction some of them not to even come and participate in the coalition talks because we knew that they were taking us in the wrong direction. But with all that, some appeal, then we just forget that because you have all the right to appeal within 72 hours or 48 hours. Certainly 48, that's what it is.
So if they are found wanting, they will be sanctioned?
Yeah, very well. Sanction, or then we nullify their decision. We have to nullify it, definitely.
So, but after war, the CMC will exist again because we have seen, Apex Fanambe in place. Lemi Yalonko, Fananko from 20th towards the 30th. Ibe flag biara tombonele. So, Natana Nungo, Akamonda, the only registered political party in CMC is UMC. And
I may also tell you from there. You see, the Apex and all the other coalition talks wanted to come and join this. Okay. But because the plenary, the General Assembly, made their decision, they could not be accommodated to come. And otherwise, we are working with them, because usually we have meetings. This Apex, we have meetings. We wanted to accommodate them in the committee. So that was also recognized. And then the other one, PAC, and then the CSC. Something. All of them definitely came. Okay. And they wanted to be part of the committee, but because the General Assembly had that power to decide who should come before them, who should be in the committee to decide their discussion or to chair or to be part of the discussion, they said they don't want anyone to join our committee, that they are satisfied with us, we should continue with this. So that was why we reserved them. But already we are doing the same thing, and that's why we are going to Mtefang. We will be going for what we call a secondary engagement. You know, to all of them, and then reconciliation will take place.
But there's no time. Like the election is just at the corner.
No, we are going to do that. By next week we are starting that reconciliation. This candidate-led, we will bring them to the party-led. That is UDP party-led. If they then we will decide. So, but if they also, some of them have started even moving from this candidate-led. Some of the NGO, national, I mean the NDA move, and then GSM also, they have already withdrawn from the Taliban should come. So you see, you can see. So I mean,
you're calling it a camp. It's not a coalition anymore.
well, they call themselves. We have our coalition. So if they choose to select their own flag bearer, that is their own group.
But yes, CMC has not chosen any flag bearer.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We have not voted. They just did their concession. But this is very serious.
So, but you put in Martin in a very funny situation.
No.
You know, knowing he was the one who presided over this, matter. Like, now that you have to investigate and said, no, this, you think he will come back again?
Martin will not go anywhere. If nobody will go anywhere, you have to come back to the committee, and then we start our work. We see in coalition building, ite batala, you cannot you cannot be discouraged. And we will continue to put all of them together and then bring them again to the table, not only the candidate-led, but even the party-led. Because, we need them. And then the government people need unity, opposition unity. That's what they need. Well, we cannot avoid that unity, and then we expect to win. That is dreaming. They're dreaming. So the most important thing now, Jara, is all these things that happen, we first have to deal with it, and then come to the table and inform the Gambian people like Nineketa. And, if there are sanctions...
Come on, Prof.
If there are sanctions...
investigation, you are found wanting already, and, certain things been said about you. Like, you go to those people for reconciliation. Does that make any sense to you?
Very well.
It looked very combo shop.
bondi ñokono ko movement otano bonda be min fole ndangal ne ko there is another wave of reconfiguration again.
Exactly.
Mbitale fonga dol nominate doli aje ko tel tep lo no la president ya tamo wol bina position of fonga ta dami.
Exactly.
So even at nomination, when we get to nomination, data for nomination ol bina lola ya lon ko tonya parti kare be nominate la do. Utamo le be nyim parti dol jela mili ya lon ko man nomination of fonga sino. Ibe position o tala astu bita dami. But dol bije wol ni la conviction of bitale to nominate a particular issue. But the simple mathematics from a political standpoint is if the opposition fail to put their house in order.
Yeah, definitely incumbent.
5th December, we'll inaugurate President Adam Barrow again. There's no two way. A fragmented opposition goes to the interest of President Adam Barrow.
That's true.
So, in as much as it be interest, mean rivalry, issues, mistrust, be fenkeka, let them know they already have another competitor who is ready and he is waiting for them. Whatever outcome you mean a fragmented opposition, I don't think can win this.
So, but are you seeing the election to be a 3-horse race? Because we're seeing like UDP on the 14th,
highly likely, because I'm not seeing a possibility where the Unite Movement for Change would join the United Democratic Party. I'm not seeing it. It's too slim for that reality. Because Unite Farata from UDP Fangole Bala and we la Faro Sabota Minna is the leadership issue.
Exactly.
Leadership we've seen.
So, but
we don't want to go back to the history.
For Unite, in SL and Yosa said, one of Talib La close confident told him they have heavily invested in politics for the past 3 years. And as far as we know, Talib only left the UDP last year. So during that period, like Purukataraji, and you said he invested to become president, and in the latter part, now you've been accused of inducing, being in a group, and you are found allegedly that you have induced voters again. it says something. Like some are saying, well, they've been manipulative, they're trying to undermine unity or whatsoever. How do you see that?
But that's saying. Yeah, mira heavily investment na nga mira odiamo inyantaw bulala.
Exactly.
Because heavily investment, PDOIS will tell you, we have heavily invested for 40 years.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like 3 years investment cannot outmatch the PDOIS 40 years investment. Cannot match UDP 30 years investment. Cannot match even President Adam Barrow for 10 years investment. So at the end of the day, it's not about, we are not asking question over who invested more. Among a business enterprise.
Exactly.
Mantra business enterprise. We are in the enterprise of the lives and livelihood of Gambians. So nim futatambe nyo nyini kaka o question on. Silan saying, karte ite la foi heavily invest la foi ma heavily invest karte kesa kilne bebul. And that vote is one value. So nim tata fom futata water. Come on. What is the interest for everybody?
Exactly.
What is the interest for the population? Who is speaking the language of the people? The December polls people will decide that.
Yeah, very well.
All what you hold is to exercise your right, I want to be voted for. And you sell your agenda, you sell your price, you sell the things that you want away for the Gambian people. If the Gambians want to buy, they will definitely buy. So what I am foreseeing in the election is going to be a three race, most highly likely, or even if it is more than three, more the orders will be so insignificant. They will be so insignificant. Exactly. So the focus would be on the incumbent, what UDP could do for the first time, and possibly what can Unite do to unite other political parties to run. But for me, that's risky. I think in one of the interview I did with Kirfatu, with Makutu, that's what I told him. That's the third option, but it's quite very risky for the opposition to unseat President Adam Barrow.
Even if there is a third force?
Even if there is a third force.
Really?
Yeah, indeed. I'm not seeing that indicator from what is happening to come in or the issue. Because race, that does not determine, most often than not, the voter behavior. We undermine political patronage which the incumbent hold.
Yeah.
We undermine the issue of calculations.
Exactly.
Ibe tarra jikiri modole bita for last minute abe wulla somanda kila ba for have joined president. How many of us calculated before 2021 that 19 political parties would join President Adam Barrow against opposition? But in the last minute, after nomination, the president attracted 19 political parties, which in fact swift even the patterns of analysis in coalition building. Jamang kajala opposition no kafunyo, but opposition no kolong opposition no kata la mansakang. That has already also give another explanation. So the chips are there. The indicators are there. In as much as it's interest bijele, you think you've heavily invested or you have spent time over. Come on. If UMC movement, because we have seen only UMC with NUP, but now
Alert.
plus some of the political movements, how significant will they be in the election? Yeah, the movement in Gambian political scenery, in independent candidate, nature killing, box killing.
Okay.
People don't take them too seriously.
No. And they are not influential.
They don't. Independence makes sense most often than not at parliamentary level and councillor level. In that level of politics, it have some cards because we'll move in close group politics. But at presidential level, come on, independent, these movements in independent level, the consolidated party structure, the incumbent influence, opposition or decouple, actually lead. No.
So Prof can line how about UDP? Next is it on 14? They say they Friday.
Yeah.
Good. So in empathy, Dolberry, I think it's 4 parties plus UDP. That's 5. How are you?
No, it's 7.
It's now 7.
Yeah, 7. Yes.
Prof, that's true, man.
Yeah, yes. 7. Yeah, 7. It was 7. 6, 7 now.
So you know what's funny, Prof? Have you also moved? Because I've seen Ibrahim Abba, your secretary. All of a sudden he said, "Is it coalition force Gambia?"
Yeah, but he's part of them.
He's part of them. So I only hope you are also not going to be part of them.
But you see, if people express their own opinion, when I was working out of the orienting for Her Excellency Party, some said, Mr. Chairman, I hope you are not going to the other group. You know, but you see, they are just very funny.
CMC. So, but are you joining them anyway? That's the Gambia. Is it Gambia First Coalition?
Yeah, Gambia First Coalition.
You joining them?
No, I'm not joining. I'm not joining them.
Or you want to complete this task force?
Yes.
The inducement thing.
Yeah, yes.
But Juwara, how would you see that? New party or many UDP kana lanyoka. You think it's gonna be, a better chances would it boss it?
No, it's a new dynamics, which also would definitely strengthen the United Democratic Party as well. Because most often than not, I've not seen a time where the United Democratic Party attracted this number of political parties to form coalition with them.
Exactly.
So if, for example, now we've seen parties believing in UDP and it's not only believing in it, because I've been observing the political occurrence these days. You could see part of the energy that those parties are also showing to the United Democratic Party, which could be crucial for them at the December 5th elections. But I do not think it would definitely warrant an offset. I do not think
so. We have
still will mean farada. Will mean farala kata third first would also be very, very significant to the United Democratic.
So we just 4 months to the election. 4 months to the election, we have seen the president in the name of development in the country. Loptanol be yelekang ambulance will be dikam berol be lakan ladol do sido dol be kulika. In fact, on the point today, kibaro do karanje mi yalonko eko mol men be nyomi opo nyomi ni lo nyomi ko president baro be jola menna o mu quartier da malti do kay ko ndella sate wodo mboka jisuma soto kabiri wota mo man kuron ko jankata num barala kata jisuma nyino la bar say kam min jisuma la tan si jono menna wodam malam quartier wori banko nyinga ibe president parola nyinto kamunda is very strategic. It came at a time where we are very close to the election. Somehow kono maybe somehow even think somehow kono sila de for what, but kamunda a lot of people seems to be falling for it. Others are saying the toil is President Barona Molia wuli nyame in not bank amanke wanyama ama wara committee ye yidla la nyame but ite ba je kanyande.
You see, the incumbent always have this influence. Incumbent kanying fisamanteya sotole against the opposition. I don't know whether that would be the best word to describe it. Let me just say it in English. Maybe I might not have the best word for it in the local languages. Komi the advantage le soto
aka manta bengo men
soto against this Fenkol is some of these other issues that he is doing. And if you think that person seen in NBR is not telling you what he would execute, then you are joking big time. That person meant it. Because remember, come on, some of those people, when you tell them Kurango is your right, they will tell you ya faya mira fo bila keta na nyantoti man sakunda jelle tambita ayen deprive so nyindongole ya dinna. And Jame also have invested into this, and I will tell you, maybe they call this store development tour. Shortly, maybe in fact before campaign will resume, you will hear another tour that will be created.
Maybe meet the people store.
Exactly.
Most especially that will happen in the end of the rainy season, which is very, very close to election. The president will go there, and the unfortunate part is those stores will be turned to a political score. But nim president of an fintita, ka finti banta political. He's a politician. Na fintita bit ab koleala le pura eta project kolla, and if even any of the opposition had the same opportunity in power, they will repeat the same thing. Be Milka President Adam Barrow advised to take these actions, we are blaming President Jammeh vehemently for having taken such actions while he was president in this country. So that is there, and that goes to the. But I don't blame that person entirely, because in more advanced societies where democracy has shown leeway, most especially in social democratic countries, what do Nin poverty leketa, they understand it as a failure of government and they punish them. But in sub-Saharan Africa, poverty is an opportunity for the incumbent to roll out. Because come on, that decides that person the whole issue. But when that individual was deprived for so long, sometimes when kurang amount futa in some of the interior, we complaining in the combos that kurang katale. But what of mimma soto entirely? What explanation do you have for that person? And that'll be a tax killing ole job to the same government. That government issue it to you and did not issue it to them. Although we will talk about the issue of the quality of the electricity, but that electricity, that road, that hospital have a definite impact on that particular person who is acting, and the opposition should devise a strategy how to change that narratives. Nima woke for a narrative all futata in December. Jara, we would hear the result.
So Prof, yes, number ke screen oro ale kumana but nga purunga commander lala but Prof ibe meneje kam you still think you are still confident that the opposition will unite?
Yes, these have been my calling in Tefang. When I was in the Gambia, even outside, everybody who knows me, Prof had been actually a champion of this and criticizing sometimes the system. And Kabri Nyimfang Jara, when they came over this coalition, definitely Malik Nia Nyininka, ADD, and all those and that endorsed me, and then actually
to lead. Sorry, let me take this call. Hello, Sisla. Yes, Sisla. Whenever you ngejo
barjani ma konto na fulanga aujubillah na sitama chima aujubillah na sitama chima aujubillah na sitama ko sale ko man fanya ko me alon ko for United Sinalo UDP kama ko njara wala na aujubillah no katante ben na full park la
ya beregala
jara moment yalon ko yela patio on ma yalon to meden for the UDP ko ni le patio lo party ko di sa ko ta mo yo ko 3 years jara and that time ko afanya this that person am UDP la kon jara so esa pale min be fo tale ko abe mo to nya because nyaaje yalon min tafal to nya kala ba to nyaaje UDP da ko ni ko le sumo ko no duran to ya jere min be kere ni wala no da ko ni so par sa ko da kameno malako UDP mo foka awa talib e mantara kala kan e patio kono e talib kurukuru mola e ko patio kono man kan you imagine 3 years e UDP ko e UDP on the mind kan sai pele esa pele ko ya len pele for UDP but e mo so esa wal pala bra amo man no Prof kontra ma fly ko am meke kan do ko ken no ya make so because inducement kan da running telon to ye so ani Asan Martin ya from ko to bomo England ye fene dia Asan Martin amakli so nyanta ka investigate ya make so because na ko talib do ko ya promise moto la do ko ya promise ko dol so nyaaje fon to la mul talje UDP ka fole ko la nyaaron ko fale ito ko mo rafalit mol na te ka fole ko la nyaaron ko won is that okay?
All right,
so no fola gameno de to ya sign about talib pensuda kodo I already use ka patio la fe menalon ko I nyaka UDP la flag da mol na 11 people wal lot against lo ada o mol fo na don na tan lo ada ba ka ko talble ko dina ko ngal lo ife bitla wala tala so afala lan kema
all right,
thank you very much
yeah I like it. Hello,
assalamu alaikum. Jara antelom ke basa bale Helsinki Finland nge kontong ngam Mr. Juwara kontong ngam Mr. Mballow fanan kontong ila kachala membe hakil maya kan kabanko be kontong bi fanan Politic Kacha fanal.
Ora baraka.
Follow lafta ke tentu ke jay nyum mo fulo be katu ila kumolu a bebe lorin kamolu le hakil mandi andu wolem banku do kuwati Mr. Mballow ye foro yale ke bawo nimmol ye bula kula andu mobe je ko tele ba nyaton ka ware yetele tambindi na la ta nyamen bawo tele mobe la sedo tije yaje nyamen kana murmol kan kawitandi wo mu wajibolti andu yemenke ntolu laftale molu be to yala men nininte mu mira nya kilimoti ko nyeten to ke jay foroya mu nyinati banku kano mu wolet yalon ni ka fo bendi dawoda andu membe ko nyunyanku atonya la kanna walios nyanta asisoto no jele banna sotota fanan e kam même fonye bawo nyim opposition party o party ibe ka fonye ko nyim banko mantara taku kan laftale ngabanku kendo fintindi tilingo kan anin tonya kan woto process men be kala woto o nyanta lola tilingo nin tonyale kan bari nata menje dole nyinke business entity le ka foko ntanga men investment o ka konte ay jelle invest yamira ni wasita man sayala abe mune abe mune nyini laje na manke profit o bawo yamira investment nam bawo nin anata investment olla ini jumale shareholder fenko soto je koko yeme invest nko alingan na banko kanu andung alinkana molu ketu nimenu den ta banko la ko ibe batari nebe yakar la nyino la ko si jikimenna kaje ko banko kendo elo nin atara ko be na politique diamolla nka banko kano fo sondomolu to nyamen ka fon daluto alinga fintindi ngai tandu nyama bare alinkana ke dala forken sauti nin ay meitandi wala nyinti ko banko di ngolu kono mennu be kanyim mansali nyinde doli bi je wal na ta business olla andu lafta wala business la wala na banko fengote andong ay meitandi wala ko nin talibu ben suda na la kafo molu mo kana kandi la me alon ko aske bankote because bawo tol kay kandi le la tru kola mente andong hadaba ni wolu le mu bankoti wala ka banko samba mbe men falali nyinu la janjango akana modew mennu mu kilote alama wolu la nyoka men yamre tol nata investment wala pour profit o soto ala me be la nyoka mennu fane banko kanu andu la fa banko kendo le soto alama wol be la nyoka men yalon ka koita fer when President Barrow must go, there is no way, and it is crystal clear, and he must go, nothing but he go. Wow. We must see that President Barrow will take the President of the Bangkok and Kotenke and Wale Bekela, Alimbega, Sabari, Nadoman, Kana, Kuyan, Kana, Yonen, Kana, Kusamanyoka, Mensnak, and Misot, Alabarak.
Alabarak, thank you. All right, Kumandilda. Hello. Hello, Mbadi. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, Lamin Juwara, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
Lamin Juwara, anybody?
Alhamdulillah, Sinya Saba. Yeah. Ndola victory okay 2026 is done and dusted.
Allah victory you.
We see this coming because men get a amanlo tonyakan. So they painted in the NPP government oppositional liya ko be katale kan image nya they go everywhere. Even internationally, this is the bad government. No, history ko amboda kula kono jang dunia be o jele Africa be nya job dunia fo be la Gambia be men kono before 2016 and in Gambia men kono right now. International organizations like IMF, World Bank, ECOWAS will be this government recommend le adandi ko nyi government taram bulu jama balle ta bi ko ye banko body dam from 2016. Ni sub-Saharan Africa rapid development on the Gambia in this sub-Saharan Africa right now. And Burkina Faso just a pending Burkina Faso can fake social media propaganda. Look what is happening now. Remember Findikan, Bango Bejala, Bango Bejadis or Bulama control. But this is Gambia for you. But one thing about press freedom more feeling the sign. Everybody is seeing more in the young. People are seeing. Lawyer for Yami, Alemon for the President Barrow, the NPP led government. Nga policies and programs samba molia comme ze fa abanya dogo gisma na mon ko mi ngol be kering baroli gisma samba olia baroli kron samba olia baroli silo samba olia before kron be tamel to fo sandol don la badi botumo farfa yor kron we have it 10 hours a day nana da somanda 5 hours ya fa nana la gularo ya fa before 12 o'clock go make kuran difa sometimes I can 2 weeks ago but being President Barrow na Senegal game connect a connection on ndol bu ko galasso Senegal ko mo do galasso Senegal postol de blanc
okay
silo be everywhere courant be dum de blanc
okay Lamin
NPP is the deal so 2026 ndol kay we are done so même je wolem ko President Barrow fanam ma na I lead up to 31
ay boje nga do samana to continue be men do so be president Barrow for young sur la na bo je that's the thing because I from majila alon na ko politiko samba nyame and he's a very 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 good leader. So wala be jendol kay 2031 camera all after that after President Barrow because this is going to be the third and the final time we're going to see the Menkela in the future. All
right, thank you, Lamin. All right, hello.
Jara.
Naam. Hello. Yeah, be mai kana.
Ngal tentungal jay man ning Mr. Juwara ning Professor Mballow, you know.
All right, you want to be commando Lamin do?
Yeah, Fakiba Bajo calling from Scotland.
Okay, Mr. Bajo.
Yeah, ela professor nge tadu nge, especially Mr. Joe Batela moy bake, you know, he make a lot of sense, you know. But tend to lambaja, you know, ekalata samana all the time, you know.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, Professor Mballow fana mbaten to lambaja ila because ala hamen ko nganjele mole meda e hamo soto le Gambia pour ka falindiro kenoje, you know. Definitely. Yeah, no jato le no, but coming abe kala nyame wala problem oti. Yeah, Gambia ngame nyana kamenke Mr. Juwara e memfo nyana bulala tonya normal however it is. Nim control be nya ko nim political party min be kalo jar jara abe ka mane for President Barrow ma keno government man ta ko mol be fa kan janne ya understand leptanol to boro tije silol be dada kan ban silol la quality man betea and these are the hard facts. You understand? So nindul be nya yo direction kilomolaji nko alna ngala nyokan come on ninko ngala nyokan ali ngaji be jumala political party bati nga tambindi you understand?
Okay.
So niko ha UDP tamul UDP la nyatonko amanke di winnable candidate but say mune atina ni election o kala wati wol men be ko muna na kedan aketa jane 2021 ngafo esa fali al na lanka mama kandal na lanka imanso birim iman before election but they want to do the coalition like more loose already la feka you know fel malamba fala nyaadile you know kan ku ya coalition okay you know so wanta bankoti alinga to nyata mandi banko kambe problem mo men kono ngaba kono. You understand? Alnanga la UDP kango. Ika memfo ko UDP ko itolbe kala presidential candidate. Yes, that's what they grab.
Alright.
You black kilo da male grab ya olafo. Fo da male bejeba. Atol fanantina no ali ko dol tali ol fenka ngane ko si ngaje ko men ko ngabanko bonde president Barrow bulu.
Alright, thank you. Thank you.
Bare mbedul na jana mbe fintila jana you know you understand. So mba fula Professor Mballow han kadi ala hamonyin aya continent direct. Aya continue because to mande ka kodo ja ka kolea akana sone ala andu be ku kilim fole Mr. Juwara lafta wole woto moy doron yen yen kwale sono je UDP ñu mol men bebe la ka UDP kante mol lebe Gambia men yalon ko ka foko malla fi UDP la wala nan ka carte fay president Barrow ma like de bar ka carte fay because of UDP so ntel lafta la United Yellow e faye you understand wo molete e carte o dinyi na den UDP be tambila ala
alright thank you nanyin ko la hello. Hello.
Assalamualaikum. Gurama Jara.
Ya, nimbar. Ito ndi yani ko mandolo mindolo.
Ismail Abia Italy.
Alright, Ismail.
Ya paneli sol be kondong.
Ngejo.
Professor ani odo mao ina ta tola. Bari ngege be kondong ni la modlal bi. Bare coalition o sila ka malla be possible no la dala jero nga wol because susul nga beti nyale.
We have it ya?
Susulalu. Yalo ni kafo bebe ni susulalu dum daje. Aka mol susule be dol kinna. So jebe discrumble ya beti nyale. Bare this is their true caller because funding ke left a mansia drondela. They bukala fuka bata. Because I never seen it kabring nena ma moy from Kebala. Sirifu Dibanyolu Asan Musa Kamaro be opposition yakale. Opposition kala nyoka but opposition karama la mansaka. I have never seen that. But funding ko bala barala ikana bika enjoy. Moro ate no la de.
Okay.
For funding ko ko. Na baraka.
Alright. Ngani commander lata. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Mohamed Jara nte tom ya manele.
All right, Mani.
Ya lafsa talib bel suda lafsa ga diamla wala yamaro waya danne.
Yamaro ya dan.
Ha yamaro ya danne. Babu man se ya mun ni ko fenne di bar ni te ko kanya ba kanne. Dia kuya. Ni ala me de may buka soto. Gosof ngamira simala kude anyanta wala batla UDP bari ngabala kude na ayo ngaba afela karobe katla because of mulbe bo kato adu Gambia karandali hakilotu lawyer Martin wolumbe na la interview la moy kanjam fonka jele abka fen soto na kam fo lawyer mume ite jara yaade te fula mo abka fen fo no aka beke dankarol UDP ba jalale UDP betane docteur ñim anem professional man kete abka fen fo no so kabine haklotu ini milbe siring baldening jawar alal haklotu alim benga haklotu nimma haklotu molu ben dundila kule karanal dundila kule to mi yalon ko sama isila character be damage wala dum be kan nyina lawyer Martin because of ala character damage le already
ora
dal ben suda o kay al ngal fatil tawe alama ale nasu kairo
ora baraka
president na melo ate fanan ate dabata jelaw
ora thank you
alman sola kairo wala mun nakumot
ora ngani commander la hello hello
Jara
naam
hello
yambe moy kan eton yani be commander la min dol
yar konto
ngijo
okay Juwara
eton yani be commander la min dol
yana ade jenu yakol kele man dunno okay aka blacking analyze on
ngani commander la eton yani be commander la min dol hello hello
Yo Jara
naam fatien
Patsen sabal nge konto nge la dun tangoli be konto la programme wala moyle
ora
Jara fo bala fani ni kuya no ni mira Gambia la kuola tonya adama dingo wuludula ale wulundi dami buka fennoje bari aka kuye na muna ne keta Gambia dingote non Jara dunia dawoda tonya wala ka bankol samba tonya le ka sapel londi tonya le ka kordal londi tonya le ka kafol londi tonya le ka na hadama ya londi mo nali be dunna kuo kono ali dunnin tonya la je nku ale solo kilingo tije tonya tije kilingo man taraje tonya man taraje bar Gambia karte failalo ndaka diam wolle munali kuning ali kuning nyilimin kana ka kodo diyalla a jaranta jahal tal Gambia no le kodo mutaminti muna kodo ikela haajo le jara bare kodo manyanna kala soma tinyara woti mo ka kodo nyini la pour que la bi jara e la soma jara bari mo bu ka kodo ta pour que la soma tinya Gambia no ka kodo ta la pour que la soma tinya bayrin talibe la kafo wolu lota o dammale kamma kamolu bribe woli ya mira life molati kuwa ku nyanta kodole dila mol inyanta kodole dila mol la pour ye kanu inyanta kodole dila mol la pour ye kuo beke Gambia carte faylala ali nyamen sanji lulu manke tili luluti sanji lulu manke kari luluti alalo al balla carte ke so dila minna talibe nyol ning adam baro nyol le bulobe nyokono momo e la carte di talibe le ka barole makoy nyim maralo min be jaw min be nyim banko kan nyim batanin toro ni yankan katonin kole ya kuran jara balo lopitano be tinyaring fondin kelbe fala bagwe talibe nyol ka wala semben tuya baro e tuje wala ki safalin wayeke
ora
bayrim bi talibe nyol ka min be boring wala kaje wala munyinti kaje usenda bo wonel teklaman sati wo banko kan ito latamo be mu wolati Gambia dingol be nyin toro min kono ngatu toro kono carte fayla lebe kuninna nyili manke unite nyili mu divide let nyili nasala ka banko divide into so many pieces atuna banko dingol lebul
ora baraka fati
o ale be kala nyambi
baraka okay commander lal be siari ne hani saying but commander wa ro nyimbe jam fa kan hello yeah ona be kering
Alimbara.
Bare ka ngobe falindi na ka monde be kondandi baro ka même for good news is also news Baroga member, good news is also news.
Tonya be kontanere ndele kay ndele be kontanere parce que kumo nyum fana man tereng.
Ade tereng coalition o nya janjandala.
Man tereng jara prof nyole ko. Afo ni be daduna ge kachato ye kare kacha cross parce que ni makamo di la fana makamo nyum fana fo adol bi ka cross de kube kudo ni ka dunja ka mola credibility tinyale.
Okay.
Baduna ko kudo dale nyandela londo folo tammin la yaji be mbadun kam mun kule to.
Okay.
Parce que de ning kacha be kering kacha nyanda kala kule kan kacha nyanda janjana kule kan bar nimbe ka kamfa la kabo so abina kala ko kacha to de kala londo tisa be kala jusorati.
Absolutely.
Nuyo lo sude opposition ni nyulto wala na jarante na karto di la nyilla. Non da wala nda di la han fe akuta jede nten na karto di la parce que menkeda e jusu mala siata wolum problème od so ni juso dun siata kafo kono doron akafo nyim bugala banku parce que wala yitande da jang kafo me yalon ko kafu muwan nim pemba kono woli be janjam fatu da mo killing parce que ça nden moli mele fonko nyin damra to killing la talibu doron to taje so wo koto munyinde ko comme fonko nyin ima gaga baga a study ku ke jania damuda e kam fato na ko kande nyordon kam bonni ndal lumbondo man dia
ya
mondo man dia ni be mbondile ke jata lol banne nyankuma lo rombe nambe takin lambe sin la jana afo prof ya kada baga bare nyinte bulanola ani man do fanan tra bi fana ngaje dambe la ke ba fana nin do fana findida wolum muna yara be njalay kan abe mbonni ko dala ko ale sono nyaato
jiwa
afo de bari jaw fa ba mboda fero ka afala nyeko dunia bal bunyara dunia bal hormala be credibility
bara kale jile moro kale ji
ani ala fidam fidala la ko ale sono la nyaato afo ko da ba mo famle sai
all right, thank you. All right, yes, Commander Lal be siare ne bari buro ndañen Commander Lal bi tano la ndañen kom hello yeah
I want to contribute
hello
assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam yeah
yo le programme wala
yeah mba programme wala sila
yo be konton na ba jani la panaliso
all right ngejo
jara coalition ko to la ta contribute ko to do
please yeah go ahead
Ibrahim bara yalo ning kalero wata kalera dadi tinno ya buka bitino
okay
wala be nyin coalition kachato min be coalition o penke kan milialon ko wala ya organize pour ka coalition o anim patil mimbi je ibe minto imanche chilingoti ani telephone damma nyaton ko li telephone damma man tara ku chiling
okay
dolbi je le milialon ko wolte a partisan anu ne mol kumande pour ye mol kafundi nyola albe nyande ka tara ku chilina alla miro je chilingoti isaja alla objective je chilingoti bari wole nyil batandi because of kabring party ya lo nyamin mo jama bi je kajira ko nyil man ka pour ka banko ko ngere ntenga mera ko instead of the focus adama baroka ibebe focusing UDP le kan ndela jero because of new wonte nu abe sone ya la nu party mi ya lon ko abe lorim banko kan anna kata election wala anno ali ya lon ko wala sutiyata pour ka ade inkumbe bondi ndenga lawo kan dron nimbe lata kan nyata no lata pala solela na fo ngo okay sen nyaton ko di yalla bari nyim pala sido al fanan tal bulol mala wala al wotu ko man kol fanam bu na mera woto be bennal
okay
so wala mun tala contribution
all right thank you all right thank you all right ngani commander Allah bangta hello yes be diamu rek monitoring set nyimbula je diamu jam
okay ndina sa nyinen ka ro ken
la fa kamela nyinen ka ila
la fa panel so le nyinen ka la fo opposition or men ya lon ko la fa ka participate in the election for the basic kafuno yeta ye primary ke together across country ni men tambita yo tambinde o ke flag biara fo what can all
right thank you okay ngani commander la dota hello quickly hello Hello. All right. What are so? Yes. Prof. Juwara. Yeah. I can remember wala mako force keno. You.
Yes. What keno la definitely.
Are keno.
No, because say the primary issue be divided in some manner. Wala na keno. Yeah, primary is not the solution here.
Okay. Yes, Juwara. What do you think about it?
No, even where it might not be a solution, but I think ala nyininkaro minute for possibility be yes, it's a see no le tel damangole see opposition le afo nga findi banko dingol kan nyininkai lafta jumal la prale o fenke
and IEC might preside over the election.
But mimbina koleandila wolong for all political parties will be willing to give in to that as well. Wole bekela difficulty but na ketako tonya ilafta wala there are still ways is a kafunu nyola nyami yo fanang tamandi.
Okay. Yes, Prof. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So iko on the 17 neighbor report nying karana. So iba kala nyali la you calling a press conference?
Yeah, that's what we want to myself and Her Excellency, inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah, we will do something about that. Before then, in fact, we will communicate to the media and then tell them our position.
So in the meantime, what do you want to tell the public?
Just to tell them that, look, they have to let them just encourage the opposition to come together. Wole kumata isi bari nga campaign wrong. Opposition say what we need to do now is to reconcile, and that is our second phase as mediators.
Okay.
We will make sure that we will go all out for them to come together, and then put their differences, behind them, and see the country force. So the Gambia definitely needs an opposition that is united. So, but the problem that I always say that the biggest problem that we have to right now fix is the division of the opposition.
Okay.
So ninga campaign draw, definitely Hani Adabaro will not wait for election. He will pack and go. Ni opposition campaign.
Yeah.
Everybody know that the opposition side campaign. Adabaro will not want to go for election. I can tell you that. But then, because he sees that a strategy, I told them that right now Gambia Iman Lafi manifesto it is 300 pages or 5 common agenda manifesto. Iman Lafi, you know what they want? A price list. That's what they want. Price list. What do you make? How do you reduce the price of a bag of rice?
Basic commodities.
How do you do this? How do you do that? But he just a manifesto. A design manifesto, you just talk about your,
action plan.
No, they don't want that. They want only a price list. I always, remind these political parties.
And I heard during his interview with Peter Gomez, Larry started something that you went to Bansang and some of the kids were telling you we needed a united coalition.
That is true.
Really?
Everybody is talking about it. Larry Fanatata that was a time I even said that. I said, you must unite as opposition. I pointed out all that. I said, when I was at Bantang, everybody is talking about your unity. Everybody is, anywhere I go to, they say, please, let them unite. We are behind this opposition. Gambia Bay, they wanted this opposition to succeed. But
so you have an investigation on your total Juwara?
No. No.
Prof, I'm just concerned. I'm telling you. Juwara, if we're told the investigation is going to further divide the opposition, then you let it go. Because I'm wondering, so is it their testimonies will be in camera?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, all of you will have the news, definitely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Sure. I'm concerned.
I think there are one thing. With all Fenko, to tell you that people don't react to issues, even political parties,
is
showing in this divide within the opposition, where the greater percentage of people, the Amol Mimbe Fintikam from the social studies Minketa, will bring a unite opposition.
Exactly.
Bring a unite opposition.
Exactly.
So, and within the opposition themselves, if that is definitely an issue for them, then the behavior mimbe caring manyanna futala water. Katum taima mimfenk alda mangol be siring albe aje ko ale opponent killine soto alman tonya fono nyoy astu nyanta karile tambindel fo kaltel ta nyi nyo saba fenko ni nyi kol dol. So I don't think so. So they should go back to themselves. Nila indifferent star. Yeah, the same group of people minka foeko al kafunyoma. If you fail to kafunyoma, they will protest against you in their votes.
Exactly.
They will protest against you in the votes. All nyi kolea kol mbelaring Gambia kol nyi mimbe fola. Yes, there are difficulties. There are realities that people live into. But however, it's not amanke kuti mi yalon ko ngaje fenkol to Gambians ka mo ko ning nyo bondolo ka ko issues le. Ning nka min foy ning jawrata 30 years kala. Ni yaja meta 22 years kala. Nim President Adama Barrow fa 10 years kala.
Exactly.
Not 10 years being most of the issue nka ala government pick min where at its peak in 2021.
Absolutely.
Even at the time the electricity was in fact way bad than we are talking about today. The issue of corruption, the issue of bad governance, the issues of insecurity, all those things were there. But kabri sita nyonya kona jibe aje ko come on nyindongo. All of them, the opposition kolonta, Iborita Tata President Adam Barrow, and they gave him victory. So now we are saying, okay, let's not go for third term. Let him just stop for 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
It's not legal. It's just a democratic practice that we want to boost, which at the president often claim to have believed in it, but still going against our own belief, presenting himself for a third mandate. If all those things are issues, the opposition should not. But one thing we will tell you for free from an analytic perspective: if the opposition fail to come together, in fact, let there be a third front. I will tell you this: let there be President Adam Barrow as the incumbent. Let all other opposition party be against one, and let's see anybody mean faraka to even some majority. It will come out in the 2021 election.
Correct.
They will punish you for not joining. Not joining the coalition. So be wale nyanta kela kachadalti. But ningi ka fragment fenko be abesiaka. Wallahi a fragmented opposition goes to the interest of President Adam Barrow. We can I can say that for free. So if that happen, Profit
but I told them in the hall, I am going out of the Gambia. I will not come back.
You will go to Ghana? You will go back to Ghana?
I'd stay there forever.
Prof.
No, but I told them, and they refuse to unite. Don't count me as in the Gambia. I'm going out, and I will be angrily. You leave, pack all my materials and everything, my family, everybody. Will go and and definitely the Gambian people are suffering just because of this division. Gambia definitely the opposition must unite. They must unite or they retire. That's the solution.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Prof. Juwara baraka bake na the program ro nyameng. Many ben jibe ka many be komandro la ka fatel be ala baraka for talata nala inshallah ngana nga continue programme membe sirim programme ko namo Ibrahima Jalal membe fe on professeur Yerro Mballow mi yalon ko wolem CMC la ci opposing ya tele non sirim pour oppositional ki kan nganya pour ka jebe kala kelinde nyame bari hamo nyin amanna bula bar sande do ku bale babul bari kiskisiro ay wala damu dan lokum fula ka bata la wala dron nyin karot sultan ni wala ani yonen kuma kan be fin la kibar talal kan duko wala kiskis kan UDP e men kumbo non 2021 ako iko kusifa wala kerede andung Prof bo wala kriskis kan sanden ka jibe fo duko fo nga ketele bam famanke wala ko seriandre ko di talal de be nyin tembe mendo ko e batar la ko de unite kamunda ibulo man sene ya bakede membe den duko kola mi yalon ko esa fali wala bonni bara bo be koindila lungo men nan kibatal be sila bara ka be comprehensive report la de ni o moy wolem sa kibaro mi yalon ko be dinon na kono be fanula bake akabe wol kala ni par sina oppositional murundi nyoka janni wo ka faya baraka njikida ni wo report fanam findita Prof be available la ko da ka morna programme do ay nanga kaja so but next I think when I want to have you again I'll also bring Martin. So that we have,
yes. Why you invited him today? He's my friend.
He's my senior, of course. He's my senior friend. So I also want to be in the middle of two friends.
Exactly.
And we have a good discussion.
Yeah.
So I better. On the 17th, I only hope the investigation exonerate him.
You must come here. You all have to come here together.
Thank you, Prof. Juwara. Baraka baki. Allah baraka for telatana inshallah nga continue program.
All right, thank you.
Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, AfriCell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, AfriCell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. AfriCell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundum. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220-941414 bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
Traveling has never been this simple in the Gambia. Oh yes, you don't need to visit the GTSC depot just to get a ticket. Just download the Yona Wallet app today and enjoy hassle-free bookings. With Yona Wallet, you can buy your GTSC bus ticket right from your phone, anytime, anywhere. From Kanifing to Dakar, Dakar to Banjul, or up-country routes like Kanifing to Basse and Basse to Banjul, Yona Wallet has you covered. No queues, no stress. Just safe, fast, and convenient ticketing at your fingertips. Choose comfort. Choose convenience. Choose GTSC with Yona Wallet. Yona Wallet. Your money, your way. GTSC. Moving the nation forward. For more information, please call 1124 or 221-1668.
Germano Money Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Germano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Germano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@germanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Germano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Germano Money Transfer.